Welcome to EduRev. If you're getting ready for the GMAT, you've probably run into one of its trickiest sections. Today, we're going to crack the code on data sufficiency. So let me ask you, is this the part of the test that's just slowing you down? Do you find yourself staring at a problem, completely lost in the answer choices? Well, if that's you, you are in exactly the right place. I'm going to show you that this section isn't some monster. It's really just a game, and I'm about to teach you the rules to win it. So here's our game plan. First, we'll decode what these questions are really all about. Then I'm going to give you a super powerful elimination playbook. We'll also look at the common traps people fall into, learn some smarter logic, and then I'll lay out exactly what your next steps should be. All right, let's jump right in. To really get good at data sufficiency, you first have to understand the battlefield. You got to know what this section is actually testing. This right here, this is the secret. It's absolutely key. The GMAT isn't trying to see if you can do crazy complex math in your head. It's a test of pure strategic thinking. It's really just asking one simple question. Can you tell when you have enough information to solve a problem? That's it. Once you really let that sink in, the whole section starts to make a lot more sense. Okay, now it's time for the real game changer. This isn't just a tip. This is a systematic process, a secret weapon that you're going to use on test day. Let's open up the playbook. I want you to burn these steps into your brain. First, you look at statement 1 and only statement 1. Just pretend statement 2 doesn't even exist. Ask yourself, can I solve the problem with this? If the answer is yes, you immediately write A, D on your notepad. If it's no, you write B, C, E. Then, you do the same thing for statement 2, completely ignoring statement 1. This disciplined process, it stops you from second-guessing, and it's going to save you so much time. In this table right here, this is basically your cheat sheet. Let's say you figure out statement 1 is sufficient. Bam! Your options are down to A or D. Now, you look at statement 2 by itself. If it's also sufficient, the answer is D. If it's not, the answer is A. See how that works? You master this flow, and you're going to be moving through these questions so much faster. Okay, so you have the playbook, but before you jump into the game, you need to know the unwritten rules, the common traps and critical truths that a lot of smart students fall for. This is the absolute golden rule of data sufficiency. The information they give you in the statements, it's always true. It's a fact, it's gospel, at least for this one problem. You never, ever have to question if the statements are right. And let me tell you a little secret. The GMAT loves setting traps, and answer choice C is its absolute favorite. So listen, if you ever find two statements that seem to contradict each other, that is a huge red flag that you've made a mistake somewhere. The test is never wrong. Go back, check your work. And remember, C is the teamwork answer. It's only the right choice when both statements are not enough on their own, but when you put them together, they solve the puzzle. Before you even start doing any math, you have to know what kind of answer you're looking for. Is it a value question? That means you need one and only one specific number. If you find out X could be 0 or 1, that's not good enough. That's insufficient. Or is it a yes-no question? For these, all you need is a definite, consistent answer. A solid yes every time is sufficient. A solid no every time is also sufficient. The only time it's insufficient is if the answer is maybe. All right. Let's talk about how to work smarter, not harder. I want you to stop thinking like a mathematician and start thinking like a detective. Your job isn't to write out a full report with all the calculations. It's just to figure out if you have enough clues to solve the case. The GMAT is a master of disguise. It'll throw these monstrous-looking equations at you, hoping you'll panic and just get lost in the details. But you're not going to fall for that. Your first move, always, should be to simplify the question itself. And just like that, poof, the monster is gone. Once you cancel out all the common terms, all you're left with is the simple, elegant question. Is W greater than Z? See, it wasn't so scary after all. You just had to unmask the villain. Now, here's a handy little rule of thumb. Generally, if you have, say, 3 different variables, you're going to need 3 different equations to solve for them. It's a quick way to get a sense of what you might need. But, and this is a big but, be careful. This is just a guideline, not a law. Sometimes one statement gives you that one golden piece of information that solves the whole thing. So always analyze the statements, don't just count equations. Okay, we've decoded the test, we've got our playbook, we know the traps to watch out for. Let's bring it all together and recap the mission. All right, let's do a super quick recap. 1. Always use the elimination playbook, AD or BCE. 2. The statements are always true. They're on your side. 3. Know your mission. Are you looking for a value or a yes/no? 4. Simplify the question before you do anything else. And number 5, the most important one, your goal is just to prove you can solve it, not to actually waste time getting the final answer. You've got the tools, you've got the strategy, now it's time to go out there and make data sufficiency your strength. It's not about being a math wizard, it's about being a smart, strategic test taker, and you have everything you need to be one. So, are you ready to put these new skills to the test? The best way to get better is to practice. Continue your GMAT journey with us at EduRev. Download the app now and you'll get access to tons of practice questions, expert strategies, and even full-length tests. It's everything you need to ace this exam. You can find us on the Play Store and the iOS App Store. Your GMAT journey starts right now.